a great family of apes who habited a jungle called Verdant for years. They were not ordinary apes but a wise and noble clan known as the Umbua, protectors of the land for generations. Their leader, Grandfather Baku, was the oldest and wisest of them all. His fur had turned silver with time, and his eyes held the knowledge of 1,000 moons. For centuries, the Umbua lived in peace, thriving under the shade of the towering canopy. They knew every root, every fruit, and every hidden pathway of the jungle. They spoke to the birds, danced with the wind, and understood the rhythm of life. But one day, the peace was threatened. A group of foreigners, strange pale-skinned creatures, arrived at the edge of the jungle. They carried tools that bit into trees, sharp blades that split the earth, and voices that echoed with greed. These invaders wanted the land for themselves. They saw the jungle as a resource, not a home. The young warriors of the Umbua, strong and full of rage, wanted to fight. "Let us drive them out," they cried, pounding their chests. But Grandfather Baku raised his hand, silencing them. "We do not fight with fists alone. The jungle is our ally, and wisdom is our greatest weapon." Baku knew that these invaders did not understand the jungle as the Umbua did. That night, he gathered his cleverest apes and whispered a plan. The next day, when the foreigners ventured into the jungle with their weapons, they found themselves lost. The jungle itself seemed to shift. The paths they had cleared the day before were gone, swallowed by vines. The sounds of beasts echoed all around them, though none attacked. Confused and frightened, the foreigners hesitated. "This land is cursed," one of them muttered. But their leader, a man with cruel eyes, was not so easily swayed. "Nonsense! Keep cutting!" That night, the Umbua called upon their allies, the birds, the monkeys, and the night creatures. As the foreigners rested, they were tormented by shadows and sounds. The hoots of owls sounded like ghostly laughter, the rustling leaves whispered their names, and unseen hands threw nuts and fruit from the darkness. Fear crept into their bones. Some of the weaker men fled. "The spirits of the jungle are against us," they cried. But the cruel-eyed leader still stood firm. Baku knew that fear alone would not be enough. He had to show them a truth they could not ignore. With the help of the jungle's tricksters, the apes led the foreigners to a clearing where golden fruit hung low from a sacred tree. The foreigners, exhausted and hungry, reached for the fruit. But the moment they bit into it, they screamed in pain. It was bitter, poisoned by the jungle itself. Then Baku appeared, standing tall on an ancient rock. His voice was deep as thunder, yet calm as the river. "This jungle does not belong to you," he said. "You take without knowing. You cut without listening. But the jungle sees you." The cruel-eyed leader, now weak and trembling, realized the truth. The jungle was not a place to conquer, it was a living force, protecting itself. He sought his men, weary and terrified, unwilling to continue. Finally, he raised his hands in surrender. "We will leave," he admitted.